Third video. 3 videos in one day, man. Respect the consistency. Respect the consistency, all right? You know why I haven't been able to find a church home? Because I haven't been able to find a pastor that has shelter for me. Every church I go to, I say, Pastor, if I lose my home, if I'm getting work done on my bathroom or something like that, or getting some major work or something happens, can I come stay here for a month or however long till I can get my feet back up? No. These churches, even the mega churches, they have nowhere for you to stay. No beds, no clothing, no showers. I talked about Joel Osteen in my other video about the money that was missing that they found in the walls. No money. They're taking all this money, all these tithes. But if a family goes homeless, if a single mom with kids goes homeless, that pastor can't give that mom 5-10 grand. Here's an apartment, get you an apartment, and this should cover you for a year, 2 years, however long. All the money that they take in is for themselves. They're all selfish. That's why I'm glad Druski did that skit. He's the perfect one to do it because he has such a huge following. People saying, oh, he mocked God. No, he did not. He mocked these fake fraud pastors. That's who he mocked. And this is why I don't consider myself a Christian and follow religion. I am a follower of Christ. That's what I am. Because you have so many frauds that sit in the audiences of these mega churches, speaking in tongues, putting their hand up towards the pastor, giving money, giving all their energy. These people are hard-headed, stubborn, and lost. Hard-headed, stubborn, and lost. That's why anytime a Christian tries to preach to me or try to spread the word, I say, are you a member of a church? What church are you a member of? Is there shelter? Can I go stay there? If I'm homeless, can I stay there? The answer would be no. And if it was yes, we wouldn't have so many homeless people living on the streets. So if you watch that Druski skit and you feel like he was mocking Christ, shame on you. Because you missed the message and you are a part of the problem. And you're probably a member of some fraud church too. These churches are government funded. You hear me? Government funded. And then the tithing, the money that you give, is just extra. Just icing on the cake. Why these pastors have nice cars, big homes. Their whole family is well taken care of because of members like you watching. You're probably a member of some mega church. If you're watching this, and maybe you're not a member of a church, or maybe you have grandparents or aunties, uncles that have been year-long members of churches, I want you to ask them, hey, auntie, hey, grandma, hey, granddad, if you lose your home, can you go stay at your church until you get on your feet? Can you borrow $5,000 from your pastor, $10,000 from your pastor, all the years of thousands of dollars he's been collecting? They want to tell you that's for the lights, that's for the benefit of the church. No, I'm not stupid. I know these churches are government funded. That's why you see so many in the hood on every corner. That's why you see these mega churches, they're $1 million churches. How are you able to build $1 million church and there are people right down the street homeless? Homeless. Oh, it's by your congregation. A pastor could literally stand on a pulpit in front of his congregation and say, I need everybody to give $1,000 right now. We've seen videos of it. We've seen that pastor say he locked the doors. What type of crap is that? I would not be a member so fast. You try to lock me in a building just because I don't want to pay money? $1,000? Like, this is just sick. The same people that are members of these churches that will give hundreds, thousands of dollars to these churches will not help out a struggling family member. You will let your family member starve. You will let your family members suffer, be homeless, before you help them out, but you're donating to your church. It doesn't make any sense, man. Doesn't make any sense. That's why you'll see turkey drives from your churches, You'll see them giving out school backpacks and notebooks and pencils because it's all tax write-offs. Most of these mega churches have only done things that are involving sending some money out, and they know they're getting it back tenfold. That's why they tell you to pay your tithes and you'll get it back in tenfold, which is a lie, a complete absolute lie. I thought about maybe let's show the clip of Druski, making fun of the pastors, but why? There's plenty of videos doing that. I just want to give you guys my reaction, give you my opinion on the whole thing. I don't believe he's my God. I believe he's trying to wake people up and open people's eyes to what's really going on. But again, the people that he is trying to get this message to, they are the ones saying that he's mocking Christ. They are in denial. They are stubborn. See, people like me and a lot of people that watched that skit laughed at it because they already know. A lot of those people already checked out of churches. They already know what it's about. But the real people that really need to understand what's going on and change their ways, they aren't going to change. They're probably calling Druski a devil, a demon, rebuking him, saying, I'm going to pray for him and all this wild stuff. Instead of actually taking a step back and saying, wow, my pastor does really do this type of stuff. Wow, my pastor hasn't really actually financially helped anyone. There are tons of homeless people living around the $1 million mega church that I attend. This is what these people should be thinking, but are they thinking that? No. I don't want this to be a long video because sometimes when the videos are too long, you miss the point. My main point is I want you guys to go to your churches and I want you to ask them. And if your pastor says yes, I want you to see it, which you should already see. If you're a member of the church, you should be able to explore the whole church, upstairs, downstairs, whatever. Are there beds? Are there showers? Is there food? Are there blankets? Are there hats? Are there scarves, rather? Gloves? If there's none of that in your church and you have been a member for decades or have family members that have been member for decades, if you yourself have been a member for years, if it's a big church, now the small little tiny churches, I get it. But if it's a decent sized church that has well over 100 members, that's a pretty big church, right? Over 200, 300 members. And there is no type of shelter, you should not be a member there. Especially if you've been paying tithes. Where's your money going? It's not going to the lights. It's not going to the structure of the church because that's all government funded. That's all taken care of. So don't be fooled. You are funding your pastor's lifestyle. What type of car does your pastor drive? Do you know where your pastor lives? You should know where your pastor lives. If you don't know his address, that's a problem. He's a man of God. He should be easy, able to get to talk to whenever. It doesn't always have to be in church. A lot of these pastors are like celebrities, being treated like celebrities, where you only see them at the church and that's it. What type of crap is that? Is your pastor a real man of God? Is he a real human being who you can pull up on at any point in time and touch and hold his hand and talk to him? Or is he a celebrity that lives in a big house, a gated community, or a big house that you have no access to, that you can't just roll up on him at any point in time? I'm done with these people, man. These people losers.